Hello, everybody. This is the moment that we have probably been waiting for, an interaction with the guru of performance marketing. And today we are going to probably be discussing the future of identity in a third party cookieless world. So, join me in welcoming Mr. Neil Patel. Welcome to this
Yeah, thank you for
discussion.
having
Yeah,
me.
you're most welcome. So, just to start proceedings right away, how do you foresee the entire digital marketing ecosystem in a, third-party cookieless future?
Yeah, the privacy is a big concern for a lot of people. Things are going to change. We don't know exactly how they're going to change, but we do know they're going to change. And companies are already working on solutions to still get enough information about users, even without cookies, such as using customer data platforms and things like that.
And who do you think will be the most affected out of this change? Would it be companies like yours, or would it be, the clients themselves who do not have access to first-party data? Or and if you have access to first-party data, are you going to be kind of not affected by the change in this ecosystem?
It's probably going to end up being companies who are spending a lot of money on advertising.
Right.
But eventually there will be solutions as well, because think about this: Google and Facebook are worth hundreds of billions, if not trillions, when you combine them.
Right.
And even separately, they can be worth trillions. So they're going to help companies figure this out in the long run because it can affect their revenue.
True. And they've already been announcing that they are going to be seeing a dip in revenues, right? In some ways.
Yeah, but they're also growing in other ways too.
Yeah, true. So you feel the people who are going to be at a severe disadvantage are the large advertisers.
Correct.
And how are agencies and tech companies preparing their clients in this scenario?
Funny enough, we're not seeing too many agencies prepare their clients. What we're seeing agencies more so do is tell their clients, here are the solutions you're going to have to end up using. Here are some companies to test out, and then go from there.
Yeah,
Because the
but
solutions aren't perfect yet, right? So we still have some
right,
time.
right.
Solutions aren't perfect yet, but time will tell what happens.
But you spoke about customer data platforms as a possible solution. So what are your thoughts? Could
Correct.
you elaborate a bit more on that?
Yeah, customer data platforms are great because you can learn all about your customer in one platform. Think about a CRM, but giving you all the information on a customer. It's similar in many aspects to a CRM, but more so for customer data.
And say if you were having a kind of a friendly chat over the weekend with kind of client who was concerned about, what should be the advertising strategy moving forward, and also for publishers, what could be the strategy in a post-cookieless world? What would you have told him?
I would tell them, don't worry. And the reason I would say that is, look, there's
Okay.
so many other large corporations who need all of this solved to generate income. The solution may not be as good as what it is right now, but don't worry about it. And the reason you should also not worry about it is because if you don't have it and it affects you, your competition will also not have it and it'll affect them. So it'll still create a level playing field.
Okay, but but at this point of time, like you're saying, they say don't worry, but is that kind of reassuring enough?
Not necessarily reassuring, but it's reality. If your competition can't do it, what are you worried about? You're going to still be competing with them on a level playing field.
Yeah, but do you see this as a game changer or as an inevitable change that has come to digital advertising?
Not a
How would
game
you?
changer. I'm looking at this as inevitable change, especially with privacy and things like that. It was bound to happen. It's just a question of when.
Okay, and we've all been seeing that the consumer is going to benefit from all of this, but the first party cookie is going nowhere. So is your privacy going to be really as secure as it is being touted?
I think people will think it's going to be very secure, but it's not as much as they really think, because there's other solutions like customer data platforms and things like that will make things not as quote unquote private as you would like. So consumers, from what we're seeing, are very happy because it protects their privacy, but then they're going to be shown many more irrelevant ads, which is not going to make them as happy. But more importantly, forget the irrelevant ads. A lot of companies are going to be using things like customer data platforms and still have a lot of information on their customers, which is, it doesn't necessarily solve the privacy issues.
True. And, already we are seeing a lot of irrelevant ads coming to us. So the problem is just going to kind of multiply manifold, right? From what?
That's correct.
Okay, and will publishers have more power in their hands as a gatekeeper of the audience?
I do not think so.
Okay, why?
What difference does it really make to give them more powers? I think the real power is in the advertisers who are buying the traffic.
So, okay, so programmatic advertising has brought in new capabilities in digital advertising and also allowed marketers to get, data-driven leads at scale. So, is this kind of also going to signal the end of programmatic advertising in a cookieless world? What are your
Not
thoughts?
necessarily, because not everything is cookie based. Just think of it this way. If you log into Facebook, Facebook knows everything about you. You
Yeah.
have your username, you have your password. They're able to track what you do without cookies because they know what you as a logged in user like, what you click on, what you don't. And it still allows them to target, send you the right information, send you the right ads, and drive conversions for the advertiser.
Okay, and how are these changes going to kind of improve the online experience? We've kind of spoken a little bit about the downsides, but if we looked at the upsides, would this actually go a long way in improving the online experience of consumers?
I look at the end of the day, it helps with privacy a little bit. So others may disagree with me. The reason I say a little bit is there's other solutions out there, software solutions, whether we like it or not, that will give companies data on us.
Okay, and some marketers believe that the marketing mix modeling tactic will be the go-to strategy in a post-cookieless world, and others are talking about relying on single-channel attribution or experimentation. Do you think any one strategy will be good enough to produce consumer-centric result, or it needs to be a mix of everything?
I think it needs to be a mix of everything. See, marketing has turned omni-channel. You used to be able to build a business off of one channel before. Facebook grew through the invite flow through emails. Yelp grew through SEO. Pinterest grew mainly through SEO. Dropbox grew through social media and the viral flows that they had in their product. See, marketing is omni-channel now. One channel isn't enough. So when you're looking at things in attribution, you can't really just look at one attribution because in marketing, it's the rule of seven. When someone sees or interacts with your brand 7 times, they're much more likely to convert into a customer. So at the end of the day, I still think people are going to go omni-channel. They already are. And at the end of the day, companies are going to just have to look at how much are we spending in total, how much are we making, which channels are performing the best, and go from there.
Perfect. I think lovely, and we have also kind of wrapped up in time for your next meeting. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And anything that you wanted to say, but I never ended up asking, so we could probably just end with that.
I think we're good.
We did cover a lot of ground, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Neil. Have a wonderful day and a lovely weekend ahead.